Hello, this is your Express Briefing for Tuesday, October 22nd. From the San Antonio Express News, I'm Joy Marie Scott. Become a subscriber and read more of these headlines at expressnews.com. Today, we'll get you ready for this weekend's Mala Luna Music Festival. The Astros and Nationals square off at Minute Maid Park tonight in Game 1 of the World Series. Expect sunny skies and a high of 82. Panelists at a San Antonio symposium said the inequity of urban transportation in America negatively affects Latinos the most. Researchers speaking at San Antonio Startup Week said 27% of urban Latinos use public transit daily or weekly, almost twice the proportion of non-Latino whites. Their average commute time has likely increased too, as more low-income jobs move to the suburbs. In San Antonio, zip code 78202, a heavily Latino area, residents are 6 times more likely to use public transit than the national average. Recreation may be returning to Lake McQueeney and other lakes on the Guadalupe River. A new report by a 3-member panel recommends easing the all-out ban, allowing for boating and other activities to occur outside of areas within certain distances of dams. Officials with the Guadalupe Blanco River Authority said they're reviewing the report. After a plan to drain the lakes went to court, recreation was banned, and the panel was formed as a part of a temporary injunction. Democrat Wendy Davis has some early financial strength in her race to unseat Republican incumbent Representative Chip Roy in the 21st Congressional District. Davis raised $940,000 in the third quarter reporting period compared to Roy's $574,000. Still, though, Roy has about double what Davis does in his campaign war chest. The first re-election cycle is always a vulnerable time for incumbents, according to a political analyst, but Roy is at more risk after winning his seat by just 2.6 percentage points in 2018. And off the campaign trail, Wendy Davis wed private investor and attorney Alan Schoenbaum over the weekend in San Antonio. Consider a subscription to the Express News, the voice of South Texas since 1865. Just 95 cents for the first month, a digital subscription helps support our work covering San Antonio and South Texas. You'll get access to all our stories on expressnews.com. Join us at expressnews.com/subscribe. And another news to know today. Julian Castro said he'll end his presidential campaign if he doesn't raise $800,000 in the next 10 days. As SAWS prepares to raise water rates again, Elmendorf residents feel squeezed. The Spurs agreed to a 4-year contract extension with DeJounte Murray. Stephen Wilford, the man who shot the Sutherland Springs mass killer in 2017, plans to run for county commissioner in Wilson County. Keller Williams is teaming up with a real estate startup to launch an iBuying program in San Antonio. Proceeds from a fraudulent loan went to Denise Cantu, one of the investors in a fraud scheme that landed former lawyer Carlos Uresti in prison. Alamo Heights quarterback Kobe Love earned a place in area record books with his 74 pass attempts and 516 yards Friday night in an overtime victory. And there's an interesting read on expressnews.com. By settling in King William, Patty Mills is the latest Spurs player to sink his roots in San Antonio. San Antonio officially ranks among the leaders in NBA cities when it comes to retaining their retired players. And now the fun stuff. Pork queso tops October's list of what to eat and drink in San Antonio right now. The Dakota East Side Ice House makes about 25 pounds of the queso every 2 days to satisfy demand. Other honorees include a burger at Chris Madrid's and a cocktail at Pastiche. Find the full list on expressnews.com/food. And on the latest episode of our Puro Politics podcast, we explain what's on the ballot for the November 5 election. And food writer Chuck Blount has the details on a speakeasy that has opened next to a popular San Antonio steakhouse. But you need a password to enter. Visit expressnews.com/food for that info. And that's your Express briefing for Tuesday, October 22nd. Get San Antonio's top news headlines daily. Subscribe on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts. For the San Antonio Express News, I'm Joy Marie Scott.